Console wars have been a defining feature of the gaming industry for decades, from the Sega-Nintendo rivalry of the early 1990s to the more recent competition between Sony's PlayStation and Microsoft's Xbox. These battles have often been portrayed as exciting and healthy for the industry. However, this video aims to shed light on the less discussed aspects of console wars, why they are bad for the gaming community as a whole, and why the toxic engagement benefits only the companies that sell you the games and consoles. We'll explore how these wars between gamers can hinder innovation, divide gamers, and promote an unhealthy atmosphere in the gaming world. Welcome to the Yamamoto Express, and thanks for watching. Console manufacturers often frame the idea of consumer choice as a positive aspect of competition. In reality, they can limit the choices available to gamers. Companies invest a lot of money into creating exclusive titles and acquiring content for their platforms. For example, Microsoft recently bought Activision Blizzard for $69 billion. Nice. And Bethesda for $7 billion. While this may seem beneficial to console owners, it actually restricts access to great games and experiences for players who can't afford or don't want to invest into multiple platforms. For instance, if you're a fan of a particular franchise such as Final Fantasy, Elder Scrolls, or Spider-Man, you might be forced to purchase a specific console just to enjoy it. This artificially restricts your choices and can be financially burdensome. In the long run, exclusivity deals can lead to situations where gamers need multiple consoles to access the games they want, effectively turning console wars into a costly and inconvenient proposition for consumers. Every new console generation encourages a focus on incremental hardware and software updates rather than groundbreaking innovation. Microsoft and Sony have become more concerned with matching or surpassing each other in terms of processing power and graphics rather than exploring novel gaming experiences. This stifles creativity and discourages risk-taking in game development. Take, for example, the stagnation of graphical capabilities in consoles. While modern consoles are undoubtedly powerful and capable of delivering impressive graphics, the leap from one console generation to the next is often more incremental than revolutionary. This is partially due to the focus on maintaining compatibility with previous titles and reducing production costs to compete on price. As a result, we'll see less emphasis on pushing the boundaries of graphical fidelity and more on ensuring that games can run smoothly on existing hardware. While the console wars undoubtedly drive innovation in areas like hardware performance and online services, they can inadvertently hinder progress in other crucial aspects of gaming. To foster true innovation, the industry needs to encourage more open collaboration and cross-pollination of ideas. Competition is essential, but a balance must be struck to ensure that the gaming industry continues to evolve and provide unique and diverse experiences for players. As you may know, being online on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, console wars encourage tribalism and toxic behavior within the community. Fans often become fervent defenders of their chosen platform, engaging in heated online debates, trolling, and in some cases, harassment. This behavior can lead to exclusionary attitudes where gamers feel unwelcome in certain communities if they don't align with the prevailing console loyalty. The toxicity extends to the industry itself, with companies and their marketing teams sometimes fueling this behavior to gain an edge in the war. For instance, advertising campaigns and social media posts often takes jabs at competitors, fostering a hostile atmosphere that detracts from the joy of gaming. Now, creating brand loyalty and fostering console wars is very beneficial to console manufacturers. Gamers will feel a sense of community with the side that they pick and thus are more likely to spend money on the platform they like, resulting in more revenue for the platforms. Whether they side with PC, Xbox, Nintendo, or PlayStation, it results in a benefit for their platform. Online behavior between console fanboys is also problematic and sometimes dangerous. Not only do fanboys literally do free marketing for their chosen platform, but they unfortunately also participate in harassment and death threats in some cases. It's truly mind-numbing what you see on Twitter or Reddit these days, and it's honestly weird to see the fake narratives being spun online. Now, I'm not here to criticize what people do with their time online. You can do whatever you want, you're free to do so. But simply put, the tribalism and toxicity of the online gaming community that participates in console wars is dumb, unproductive, and wasteful. Console wars also have the unfortunate effect of obscuring quality behind brand loyalty. Gamers can become so invested in their platform that they may overlook critical issues or shortcomings. Just look at the reviews and discourse when a platform exclusive releases. One side will praise it to the high heavens, but the other will act like it's the worst game ever made. This leads to a lack of accountability for companies, which may release subpar products or services with the assurance that their dedicated fan base will continue to support them. This blinkered brand loyalty can hinder the progress of the industry, as companies may have less incentive to invest in meaningful improvements for customer satisfaction. In the long run, gamers may suffer from a lack of innovation and underwhelming gaming experiences. Console wars also often discourage collaboration between companies in the gaming industry. While fierce competition can spur innovation, it can also prevent meaningful partnerships. Imagine a world where companies collaborate to create a single, powerful system that merges the strengths of different consoles. This cooperative approach can lead to a gaming ecosystem that is truly beneficial to the players and developers. Such collaboration could also help address broader industry challenges such as environmental sustainability. Shared resources and knowledge could lead to more eco-friendly gaming hardware and practices, reducing environmental impact of the gaming industry. Platform loyalty can also take a significant toll on game developers. These companies are often forced to navigate a complex web of exclusivity deals, technical constraints, and competitive pressures. While competition is healthy, the overwhelming focus on platforms can divert attention from what truly matters, creating good, enjoyable games. Developers may find themselves constrained by the demands of platform holders, limiting their overall creative freedom. The push for graphical fidelity and technical prowess can also result in long development cycles and crunch periods where developers work long hours to meet the expectations set by consumers or platform demands. Console wars are bad because they promote a toxic and divisive culture among gamers, who should be united by their passion for video games. Also create a false sense of superiority or inferiority based on one's choice of hardware, which can lead to irrational and biased arguments that ignore the merits and flaws of each console. Console wars can also harm the industry by discouraging innovation and collaboration, as console manufacturers may focus more on competing with each other than on creating the best possible experiences for their customers. Some reasons why console wars happen are related to psychological factors such as a post-purchase rationalization, in-group and out-group bias, and the minimal group paradigm. These factors can influence how people perceive and justify their own choices, how they relate to others who share or differ from their preferences, and how they react to minimal differences between groups. Console wars are not the same as healthy competition, which can benefit the industry and the consumers by driving quality, innovation, and diversity. Competition can also foster a respectful and constructive dialogue among gamers who can appreciate the strengths and weaknesses of each console without insulting or misinformation. A specific example of this is Starfield, a once highly anticipated sci-fi RPG from Bethesda. It's also one of the first major games to be released exclusively for the Xbox and PC after Microsoft acquired Bethesda in 2020. This has caused a lot of controversy and debate among fans of different consoles, especially PlayStation users who felt left out of the game, and Xbox users who feel like they finally got a good game. And because of this, Starfield experienced a lot of review bombing. Review bombing is a practice where users give negative ratings to a product or service, often for reasons unrelated to its quality or performance. This can harm the sales and perception of the game, as well as the developers and the publishers behind it. Rumors of review bombing happen every time a new platform exclusive releases. It happened with The Last of Us Part 2, and it happened with Starfield. Furthermore, memes and jokes are part of the internet, and there's always going to be jokes comparing platform exclusives from one console to the other, and this was really highlighted when Starfield came out and the release of Spider-Man 2. Some of these memes are humorous and playful, while others are more hostile and divisive. These memes can generate hype and excitement for both games, but also fuel the rivalry and animosity between the different fan bases. Console wars have also sparked a lot of discussion and analysis about the merits and drawbacks of exclusivity, game design, storytelling, graphics, gameplay, and other aspects of Starfield and other games. Some of these discussions are informative and constructive, while others are biased and inflammatory. These discussions can help gamers learn more about the games they are interested in, but also create confusion and misinformation. While console wars may have been a defining aspect of the gaming industry for years, it's essential to question their overall impact. The negative consequences of limited choice, stifled innovation, toxicity, and more should lead us to reevaluate the value of these wars. As industry enthusiasts, it's time to consider how we can shape a more positive, inclusive, and innovative future for the future of gaming. I think if there's a takeaway from this video is that gamers should be more open-minded and tolerant of different opinions and preferences, and focus more on enjoying the games they play rather than the consoles that they play them on. Thanks everybody for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or a dislike if you didn't like it. Leave a comment for some feedback. I always love feedback. And as always, welcome to the Yamanote Express, and thanks for watching.